Share my experiences, how the devil came to me. This is part 3. I'll never forget this. And this is part 3. I'm talking about how the devil came to me after I came out of the television station years ago, and he sent me these beautiful women, not as beautiful as my wife, trying to get me to sell out. And he was sounding like a gangster, sounding like a thug. I'll never forget this. Amen. This is how he came. I actually saw him in the spirit. The first time he came looked like an angel when I was 11 years old with a white robe, tried to get me to work for him. But this time he came like a gangster. And this is yo, Preacher Warren, man. This is around the time that Prince died. I never forget this. And he said to me, Warren, I can make you the next Prince. Man, you multi-talented, man. He said, you multi-talented, man. You can play bass guitar, piano, keyboard. He said, I can make you the next Prince. He said, just worship me. He said, I can make you rich and famous like that. He said, I got people in Hollywood who worship me. He said, they worship me. They blessed. He said, their needs are being met. He said, what's wrong with that? This after I told the devil, well, I don't want to sell my soul out for fame and fortune. And the devil, he sounded so persuasive. Never forget this. Sounded like a gangster. Like one of them hip-hop stars. And most of them hip-hop stars are solely sold to the devil. And I'm not really good at playing the gangster because it's just not in me. But I grew up I grew up in the hood, up in Harlem, up in the South Bronx, and most of my friends like that, who I used to play basketball with on the court, got saved. But this is how he was talking to me. Preacher Warren, man, you multi-talented. I can make you the next Prince. He said, I got Hollywood stars worship me. What's wrong with that? He said, what's wrong with being blessed? He said, the needs are being met, right? He kept saying that. I never forget that. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with it? He kept saying that. In my mind, I knew there was something wrong with it, but then he kept trying to persuade me. He said, I got people, man, in ABC. I got them on the news report, the cameramen, man, they worship me. They worship me. So like Preacher Warren, man, I know you play the bass guitar, man, you multi-talented. He said, man, I want you to play for me, man. He said, man, you multi-talented. He said, I can make you rich and famous, man. What's wrong with that? Your needs are going to be met. Your needs are going to be met. He said, what's wrong with your needs being met? And it reminded me how the devil tried to tempt Jesus in the wilderness here in the book of Matthew, chapter number 4. Look what it says right here. Look, verse 10. And then says Jesus unto him, get thee hence, Satan. Added to the devil, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only thou shalt serve. Now the devil tried to tempt Jesus. They can know he's going to try to tempt us to get us to worship him. But when he messed with Jesus, he was messing with the wrong one. Because Jesus is the word. He is the truth. He is the life. He is the way, the truth, and the life. But I never forget this. So going back to my experiences, I'm going to go back to the thug nigga. This is how he was talking to me. He sounded like one of them gangsters, them hip-hop.